Welcome, Scott. This is Scott
Thank
Gillentine. Well, I'll let him tell you who he is. And
well, thank you, TC.
he's in
My
North
name's
Carolina.
Scott Gillentine, and I am in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I am currently the chair of the People's Party of North Carolina and also the president of the Populist Action of North Carolina group. We've got this started over the past year or so, and we've been working steadily to um, have an impact and influence on the politics in North Carolina and hopefully in the nation. One of the things that what we're trying to do is create a pressure group for our populist action group. It's what it is a pressure group, but it's designed to um, basically it's pretty simple. You put pressure on politicians. We're a 501c4, which allows us to fund the candidates, give money to candidates, and that kind of thing. I think that what me and TC have been talking about has been this American Union and the Phoenix Congress, which is an exciting and a potentially very impactful type of organization that can have influence throughout the country. I do think the concept is very intriguing, and I think it can be a benefit. It doesn't look that good for us as a country right now when it comes to a representative government. That no longer exists in this country, if we're going to be honest about it. The Phoenix Congress is, I believe, designed to um, have others come together in unity over topics, issues, and priorities that are important to the people, which have been forgotten and ignored by the politicians. So, therefore, this, I believe, is an attempt to build a consensus throughout the nation that will influence and put pressure. And it's similar to our populist action program, which I think at some point we can all work together. I think one of the things we all have to remember here is that there's not going to be any Superman come to save the day for any of us. Okay, it's time for each individual to stand up and to make their voices heard and to put their time and their effort and their money, if possible, into these types of endeavors. The Phoenix Congress is another great idea that can be of great benefit to all of us if we can get together in another way. And I think it's really kind of, in a way, I think it's kind of inspiring because, sorry, TC, what was you saying?
One of the things that is about the Phoenix Congress that's a little different is that we're going to be looking for candidates, activists, and citizens experts to come together to look at the issues before the nation and make suggestions for people to have consensus around. Now, the other thing that I would like to see the Phoenix Congress do is explore what system will work for us. We know that this system's not working right now. What do you think is a possibility of exploring other avenues other than the two-party duopoly?
I think we're all out there pushing for something. We know in our hearts what we want, but we don't really know how to function it out yet. We don't know how it's going to how it's going to coalesce into some kind of power base. At this point, we're trying different things. We're looking at different ideas. Now, my opinion is, if I were a political candidate, my big slogan would be three words: do what works.
Right
Okay,
on.
and there we can have some success. But unity, togetherness, working together is going to be the key to our success. But at this point in time, we're all out there with all these different groups. So one of the key objectives of the populist action of North Carolina is to garner affiliates from all over the state and work with those affiliates Now, our 527, the People's Party of North Carolina, once there becomes enough of a name recognition and understanding of what needs to be done, we do have the ballot access part of all of this if we ever want to try to attempt to get in that fray, which that may be down the road. But at the same time, right now, it's just important for us all to start getting together.
I agree with that. We need to bring people together, and that's why I have invited you to the Phoenix Congress as a activist. So with you comes your organization, and you have someone in your organization that's compiling a list of different organizations. And I think what we would want the Phoenix Congress to be is representatives from each one of those action groups to be able to meet and talk about what they share in common and how they can move forward together. And that would be another good purpose for the Phoenix Congress, is to get all the leaders, activists, the people that are basically, or at least can speak for the groups, and have them meet in session.
Yeah, it sounds really good.
Isn't it? It does.
It does. So that's really the key there, getting people energized and engaged so that they will participate again. But if they know a lot of people are paying attention and are mad.
Here's another thing, Scott. When you're talking about politicians don't react to pressure that much because they're pressured all the time. However, I do believe if you can create a parade, they will run to get in front of it and lead it. If they see the people moving in enough people moving in a certain direction, and that's another hope for the Phoenix Congress, is that we can get people with the consensus behind certain issues that then become a driving force that politicians are going to start to say, oh, that is the will of the people. And if I want to be their representative, I might want to take consideration of what they're saying. Yep. Let them discover us.
I just got your email from Christopher Hatton, and I'm going to check his video out and see what he has to say. I think it's very, very exciting what you're doing, TC. I really congratulate you on the efforts you're putting out here. For older guy who could just be sitting around doing nothing, you're not going to do that. It seems to me like you're about as energetic as anybody is when it comes to trying to make a difference in this world. And God bless you. We need more people like you, sir.
Well, my saying now is I don't have many days on the planet left, but I have all day to do it. And well, Scott, I want to thank you. I mean, this has been delightful and very inspiring, and so I can't wait to get this in a form where we can share it with the rest of the group so they can know that we've got a real winner here in North Carolina.